The Los Angeles Lakers lost the trade deadline. Before the deadline, what they needed openly was a big man. When they had Anthony Davis, they said openly, hey, we need a big man to pair with Anthony Davis. Now they got rid of Anthony Davis and they don't have a big man. They just got Luka Doncic, who plays the exact same role as LeBron. So you got a piece that's going to be invaluable to your team, and you missed out on the opportunity for a big man because Mark Williams failed his physical. Now Anthony Davis is gone, and the Lakers completely have removed themselves from the opportunity to be a championship contender with the Luka Doncic move. The Luka Doncic move is the worst move the Lakers could have made. Now they cannot win with LeBron James. By the time they get another big, his career's over. The Dallas Mavericks general manager probably made the worst trade of the entire last 20 years. He got rid of his 25-year-old star Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis, which on paper was an okay move. We didn't really know how it was going to work out. Anthony Davis is now out indefinitely, meaning that the Mavericks got nothing in return for Luka Doncic. They basically just gave away their 25-year-old star for nobody. Literally nobody. They got nobody. Anthony Davis will not suit up for their basketball team. He's out indefinitely. So you look at the Mavs GM, they had a coach quitting because Luka left. The Mavs GM is now about to lose his job. He basically tanked the entire franchise trying to go for Anthony Davis. So when you talk about the team that lost the trade deadline, the Lakers lost the trade deadline, but the Mavericks were second place behind them in the worst trades for that deadline. The Golden State Warriors won the NBA trade deadline. They were able to get Jimmy Butler, who is a true star, to pair with Steph Curry, and they kept their most valuable pieces. The Warriors still have Draymond Green, still have Jonathan Kuminga, and they still have a bench and draft picks. That makes them incredibly dangerous. They have a true star. They basically just upgraded Andrew Wiggins, got him out of here, moved a couple other pieces as well, and now they're a championship contender. Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry are complete opposites, but they complement each other like nobody's business. Jimmy Butler won't shoot a three all year, but he'll go to the free throw line 12 times a game. Steph's going to be just shooting open shots. Buddy Hield's going to be shooting open shots. The Warriors are the scariest team in the NBA with Jimmy Butler. Jalen Hurts is the reason that the Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Jalen Hurts won 2 Heisman's. He was a national champion. He gets to the NFL, the Eagles instantly become good as soon as they get him and start playing him, and then they win a Super Bowl within 3 years of his NFL career. Jalen Hurts is the reason. He's a winner every step along the way. You could put Jalen Hurts on any of the 32 NFL teams, and they would win another Super Bowl within the next 3 years. And I'm not saying it's his ability to go out there and pass or run the ball. I'm saying whatever that young man says to his teammates in the locker room, the way that he shows up, the way that he prepares, he is a winner. He is committed to winning, and he's going to win no matter what because that's what his mind is set on. Any of the 32 NFL teams should take Jalen Hurts as their starting quarterback right now, and you will win a Super Bowl within the next 3 years. Kendrick Lamar's halftime show was a 6 out of 10. Let's all just be honest. You couldn't hear what Kendrick Lamar was saying for the first 75% of his performance. He was mumbling. He wasn't able to dance and sing at the same time. Which, okay, that's fine. But how about this? Just sing, Kendrick. We didn't ask you to come out there and crip walk the entire performance. Just sing. Hold the microphone, stand still, get the words out. Kendrick was mumbling. You could even see videos inside of the stadium where everybody was sitting down, nobody was singing along, nobody was dancing because you couldn't hear him. The best part of Kendrick's halftime show was SZA. SZA was the highlight of Kendrick Lamar's halftime show, and after the show we found out SZA was lip syncing. She wasn't actually singing live throughout that performance. The amazing part was, wow, SZA sounds really good live. But then you find out it's pre-recorded and you lose all respect for what she did. That halftime show was a 6 out of 10 only because the dancers on the field were really good, the performance was coordinated, and the whole A minor thing where the crowd joined along made it kind of iconic. But besides that, the rest of the performance and the actual artists and performance, no good. 6 out of 10. We finally get to see the Chiefs franchise dethroned. This is what the NFL has been waiting for the last 5 years. Nobody wanted to see the Chiefs three-peat. Why would I want to see the same team win 3 times in a row? Pat Mahomes looked mortal yesterday. He looked like a human being for the first time that I have ever seen in my life. He couldn't get away from any of the pass rushers. He didn't make any incredible throws, and he threw 2 picks. Not only were they picks, they were Stevies. He threw them in the middle of guys' chests. It was the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. But here's the great part. Taylor Swift is going to break up with Travis Kelsey within the next 3 months. I guarantee it. Because the Chiefs franchise is now done. The Chiefs are going to be irrelevant, and there's no more money for Taylor Swift to make with the whole Travis Kelsey thing. Her tour is over, the Chiefs dynasty is over, the opportunity for them to make money together is over. So the best part about this all is we got to see Patrick Mahomes lose, Travis Kelsey lose his girlfriend, and we'll never see the Chiefs win another Super Bowl. This is our dream. This is the dream. Kentucky basketball Kentucky basketball is starting to take a weird shape. We lost 4 of the last 5 games up until the last victory, which was against an unranked team at home. So it's not really a great win. But Kentucky fan base, we're in a tough spot right now. Everybody's becoming divided. One thing that I will say is I've never been wrong before. Eddielinks has never been wrong. I've been early, but I've never been wrong before. Mark Pope isn't going to last at Kentucky for more than 2 years. Not because he's a horrible coach, just because he's not ready for this stage yet. When Mark Pope was given the job at Kentucky, he had never won a conference tournament game, and he's never won an NCAA tournament game. And then they put him at Kentucky, which is the biggest spotlight in all of college sports, and he's expected to succeed right away. It's not fair for Mark Pope to be in this opportunity, but also it's not fair to him, but it's also not fair to the Kentucky fan base to have Mark Pope as our head coach. He's not ready for this opportunity, but at another school with due time, he will be great. But he was thrust into this opportunity when he has no resume. Mark Pope has no previous resume of success. So he's coming to Kentucky basically on a complete trial run just to see if he's actually as good as he thinks he is. At Kentucky, we don't have time for that. We want to see you win right now. This Kentucky team is not going to win right now. Our recruits that we currently have are not going to make us win next year. So, what is the answer? The answer is Mark Pope is going to get ran out of Kentucky. It's only in due time. Eddie Links has been Eddie Links has never been wrong, but I've been early. I've never I've been early, but I've never been wrong before. Mark Pope is going to get ran out of Kentucky within the next 2 years.